Boxing fans, grab your popcorn because the drama between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Terence "Bud" Crawford just reached a boiling point, and it's messier than ever. This time the gloves were off, not in the ring but at the prestigious Ring Magazine gala, where Tank's absence sparked a war of words that left the boxing world buzzing. Here's the drama: Tank didn't even make the guest list for the gala, a snub that clearly had him feeling some type of way. But the real mess started when Terence Crawford decided to stir the pot, taking a slot-high yet savage shot at Tank's no-show. Crawford, the undisputed welterweight champ, isn't exactly known for holding back, and of course Tank wasn't about to let that slide. He fired back, flexing about how he's making way more bank than Crawford. It didn't take a while for things to get heated after that. Let's rewind. This all started when Tank, in his usual confident style, once claimed that if he moved up in weight he could easily beat Crawford. For a fighter like Bud, who's dominated multiple weight classes and claimed the undisputed title at 147 pounds, that statement was downright disrespectful. 47? How does a fight with you and Terence Crawford look? 47? I tap that ch, you know he going to sleep. I already know he got no chance. I already know he is said no ch. I got round 5, got round 6. Bud fired back, questioning Tank's level of competition and calling out the quality of his resume. How you feel about that fight? Is it even possible at a catchweight? No, ain't no catchweight. You come up to 47, not even entertaining a catchweight. No, I'm not. He's a champ. Throw 2 undefeated. What? Come on, man, tell me what bell you know boxing. You forgot Devin Haney is under undisputed. Haney got all the belts. He the ch, nobody else to ch. I'm come up here where the big boys at. All right, I welcome at the gala. Crawford's jab about Tank's absence was a low-key reminder that Bud considers himself leagues above Tank. Tank, meanwhile, took it personally, emphasizing his star power and earning potential. Crawford wasn't about to let Tank steal the narrative, though. Music. This beef couldn't have flared up at a more interesting time. Tank has announced that he plans to retire after 2025, giving him only 2 years to cement his legacy. 25 is after next year. I'm out of it after our second fight. You're out of it? Yeah, care to elaborate on that? Out of the sport after our second fight? And no, I'm a win, bro. Nah, I could tell you my fights with a fighter of his Cali. Fans are expecting big fights to close out his career. A clash with Crawford would be the perfect send-off, an iconic showdown between 2 generational talents. Are you retiring? What Chong? What made you trash garbage? If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD who will be dance, something should have happened throughout this time, because when we saw you at when I saw at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like, talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing? Are you like since you were a kid and everything? Where's the Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford and Leonard Edby usually they're around to might be gain love for it, though you never know, you know, like you got today. But while Tank seems eager to make the fight happen, Crawford isn't quite sold, and he's got his reasons. Thanks. A little prediction on the fight. Talked about Errol has a metal shield and you have a glass shield. Talk about the punch. What do you think of Tank's success? Could he get it in the future? I mean, you came up to 35, right? Fight? No real guys. At 47 everyone's talking about Errol fighting the winner of Canelo and Jay. Did you ever do that too much weight or what? 16? I want to write. So you got Canelo winning then, right? Then if he fighting that 168, Bud has nothing left to prove. He's already an undisputed champion in 2 weight classes, and widely regarded as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, saying that he wants you things like that. Does that stuff to sound crazy, or just like I'm supposed to be called out? You know, when you look at all the great fighters that was getting called out by everybody from different ways. Classic. So it's nothing, that I'm not surprised about. A Tank would be something that he said he'll touch your chin, and man, everybody say me what they'll do, but Tank is in his weight class for a reason, and I don't see him come up to 147, face me no time. So but hey, Crawford didn't say no either. He'll take the fight if Tank is willing to jump up to his weight class. Gervonta David, speaking about you, is that ever a possible fight? Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that moving up 2 weight classes, daring to be great. You would fight him, man. Tell him to come up there. He got to come to win 54. He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch you. Wow man T said you got a glass Scott he said I got a glass chin tell them come and touch it at 147 at 147 I make 147 oh man you going to have a pre-preep then what the people going to say oh he's beating up on little guys I don't know before any talk of Crawford Tank has to get through Lamont Roach's next scheduled opponent. And I promise you now I promise you better leave them home you better leave the females home on my mother you better leave the females home and the kids. On my mother now watch this now watch they going to be now watch what's different from 10 minutes ago you know how when they told you say how like I posted for Lenko right and like how he said like he was retired things like that I feel as though like we've been in it so long that we all getting tired of it like we've been beating our body up so long but it be like situation. Like just now like where he talking that spark the plug again. Yeah that's what all it takes for you is that all it takes just a little comment no but that's what I want though I don't want you to fight me like you saying going out always go like this always go like this always get you feel like you going out I don't want you to feel like you going out and while Roach is a solid fighter with respectable skills let's be real this isn't the kind of matchup fans were hoping for why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous you know it is what it is it's going to be a different fight when I'm in there he's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me what whoop his ass I'm always looking for a knockout no matter what I'm always prepared for 12 rounds but I'm always looking for a knockout and if I get the chance I'm going to try to knock his head off Tank is a global superstar one of the biggest names in boxing he's known for his devastating knockout power his ability to sell out arenas and his flair for the dramatic Lamont Roach on the other hand is a talented but relatively unknown fighter for Tank this fight feels like a tune-up a stay busy bout to keep him active while he plots next big move what do you think of the announcement of the Gervonta Davis Roach fight I think that it's had a lot of criticism but it's not a bad fight Lamont Roach is a world champion he's smaller than Gervonta Davis the problem is not many people are aware of who he is or his ability but he can fight I don't think it's a huge fight but not a terrible one fans aren't exactly thrilled about the matchup and for good reason if this is one of Tank's last years in the sport they want to see him in legacy defining fights against elite opponents don't know Lehman Roach but when you're looking at Shakur Stevens and when you're looking at these other fighters that he should really be fighting he don't want to do them fights he wants to retire yeah so don't come and so yeah but don't come and to come at me and go oh yeah let's give it all bury big bollocks and go oh yeah let's give him some stick and then make out like we want the fight and then we send an offer over and then you fight for 15 million and yet you fight Lamont Roach don't do all that do you know what I mean it was a real offer that was true then it was a real offer we offered I said listen you keep talking my promoter is going to get back to you in 48 hours 50 minutes initial offer sent over but was it didn't let him out to play his boss didn't let him out that's it so he want to talk about 50 million first offer there was room to negotiate of course there was but he's an idiot I don't even know if he knows what negotiating means most people believe Tank will dominate Roach likely securing another highlight reel knockout no I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter he might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis Gervonta Davis is I mean to say the least he's a beast he really is he's a tremendous fighter he's a dedicated fighter when he comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle it's going to be a tough night for Roach but you can never count him out watching him fight up close and personal He's sneaky good which means he can catch you at any time he can land combinations sometimes at will without you even knowing it he's that sneaky so yeah it's going to be very interesting but obviously Gervonta Davis has the experience he has the knowledge he has that mean streak in him that will take you out with any punch let's get to the fight everyone really wants to see Gervonta Davis versus